Hey, what's up everybody? BDF 44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so I'm sitting here, figured I'd make a therapy session. Nothing too serious, just a little frustrated because the oven's not working. It just is what it is, man. It was hit or miss last time I checked. Now it's just miss. It's real comfortably cool. As you leave it on all day long, all you start to smell is gas rather than any warmth coming out. So the manager asked for this, the serial number and all that stuff. I sent the picture of the serial number and all that, and I don't know if she was able to receive pictures. That's my concern. It's like, I don't know if she was able to get that. I probably should have manually typed it out, but I sent her the picture of it, so hopefully she was able to get the information to whomever, and hopefully they can replace the oven. But it's a fairly new oven, and I don't know what caused this, so my concern is that it was my fault. And what I'm worried about is because it's been so damn cold. Well, it's actually not my fault now that I think about it, because the heater that's supposed to heat the apartment has never worked. So I guess that would be their fault for not fixing that. But whatever, I should not have had the oven on throughout the night and day when it was really cold. But how else I'm gonna keep the house warm? You know what I'm saying? This just is what it is. It looks like the heat's actually coming out now. Imagine that. Maybe it was just a therapy session. Maybe I just needed you guys for good luck. But I've been trying to get this thing to work for the last 2 hours. So if this is the good luck charm, maybe I'll have a chance. But the problem is not necessarily just getting it to heat. What you're having happen is midway through the meal, it's just not finishing it. So even if you find a way to get the thing to hot, like right now, I found a way to get it hot, there's no guarantee that the chicken itself is going to cook. And mind you, you hear the microwave is warming up rice that I probably shouldn't necessarily warm up in the microwave if I'm actually going to be cooking chicken now. So I don't know if I'll have luck if this thing will stay hot or not, but we will see. But I hope everybody's having a good day, man. We're gonna see me crust the chicken and hope that it actually cooks. But for the time being, I'm just sending you guys some good energy, because my thing is, anything that frustrates me to the point of feeling anything remotely negative needs to be turned into either content or art or something of that nature. So that's where we're at. That's why I turned on the camera. I just wanted to, not necessarily documenting the problem or anything. I don't really fret over things like this too much for some reason. I think it's because I've been in this space where I'm waiting for all these things to happen and nothing's happened for a long period of time. So it just makes you more patient with suffering. Stupid little stuff like this. But nevertheless, that's what it is. Stupid little stuff. Nothing too serious at all. Taking a day off from my workouts, that's for sure. I pushed myself so hard these last couple of days. My left side of my chest feels like it's inflamed. So the only thing that came to me to do is try to not do too much today and just keep the motivation that I have for working out real. You know, keep it intact. And I'm enjoying the results. And I think, to be honest with you, the reason why the results are as they are is because I'm not cheating meals. I'm using this damn oven to eat chicken and rice every day. And I'm eating oatmeal and all kinds of stuff like that as my other meal, and I'm not eating anything else. And as a result, I'm getting the best results of my entire life. So that's all it ever was, you guys, is the diet. It's always about the diet. You know, and I used to hear people say, oh, it's in your diet, but trying to discipline yourself against bad foods is difficult, because we're in a world where it's easy to access bad foods. You go to the supermarket and like 9 out of 10 things are unhealthy. Go to the fast food joint, 10 out of 10 things are unhealthy. So you just got to find something that works for you and then stay with it as much as you can. And 9 out of 10 people aren't wired to do that. They're going to be trying different stuff, and as a result, they're going to be putting all kinds of weird stuff in their body every day, because everything is processed a certain way, and everything as it pertains to them selling something unhealthy and wanting you to buy it. So what I found is that when I try to look for snacks, when I go looking to go for groceries and stuff like that in regards to snacks, what I end up finding a good portion of the time is that the snacks that I often am looking at are garbage. Absolute utter garbage. I don't know what people are eating out there, but it's like, it's good for the taste buds, but bad for the body, like 10 out of 10 things. And the stuff that they tell you is good for you is really, really expensive and actually not very good at all. So I'm just getting to a point where I'm like, man, I don't really care to engage in the consumerism, you know, luring of bad foods, somehow confusing my mind into something that I'm supposed to think is something other than something meant to kill me. Since I've watched what it did to my body as a young person, And I still to this very second wonder if some of the damage I did to myself as a young person is still gonna come and bite me in the backside, even though I have great habits right now. That's what I'm wondering about. On the McDonald's and Carl's Jr.'s and Taco Bells, I probably ain't gonna be able to eat well enough to overcome the damage that's already done. Truth be told, I actually think that. I listened and heard about prayers out to Lisa Marie Presley. She went into cardiac arrest. I'm hoping she's well. You know what I mean? That just came to mind at random, so I just wanted to send good energy her way. But just thinking about the heart, that's where it came to mind. It's like, who knows what damage we've already done just by starting our lives off the way that we did. If you lived like me and you went to McDonald's as much as you did, went to all these different places and ate all that they had to offer. Like, that's the thing about me. You see how I'm eating right now. Chicken and rice every single day, no matter what. Pretty much as an adult, I've been that way. Before I got the chicken, it was something else that I would eat every day for like almost a year and a half. Before that, it was a rice and fish that I was eating every day for like 3 years. I'm weird like that, but it's consistent. It allows my body to just find something that makes it easy for me to manage, Because for me, it's like I don't like to think too much about anything. I want to do what's comfortable for me and just keep pushing. So that's what it is. I end up getting my body used to the right things, lettuce and tomatoes, and not tomatoes, but carrots and apples in each salad, you know what I mean? And I just have this Groundhog Day about my nutrition. And, sometimes it's for better or for worse. I don't think my body likes garlic very much, so I need to switch up my seasonings and things like that. But it's about what my body can digest, and then from there, me putting in the work. And if I put in the work, I get the results. But it's all about that food. And that intake has to be positive. So for me, it's like, man, if I could just, take what I've developed as a grown person and pass it on to others, I think people can get the most out of their bodies, even if they have health problems. Even if you're not in a position to really do the fitness thing, at least the diet aspect of it, we can have a little bit more control over it by not being lured into the cheat meals and things of that nature that are just culturally put in place for us to want something that's no good for us. I watch my mom struggle with that all the time. How do you cheat me? I gotta have a carrot cake. No, you don't need a carrot cake. Yes, I do. I want something sweet on my tooth. No, you don't need anything sweet. Your body's desiring something that's gonna tear it down. That's exactly what it is. You are literally telling yourself, hey, just like sin, bring me something that's no good for me. And by way of my food. That's why gluttony is a sin in a lot of religions, because it really does come down to something that you're putting in yourself that's no good. Just like bad energy, just like hate, you welcome to you, and anything else. If it's coming in and it comes to destroy, then obviously it needs to be discarded. And so that's how I think about a lot of the meals that we eat and some of the stuff that we love. It's a lot of corporate people who are making trillions of dollars off it. It's a $1 trillion business, selling us sugar and processed food and a bunch of bad stuff. But this is what I know. They can make money on both sides. So I'm not taking a dime out of their pockets. They just need to switch what they're selling. What they're selling is garbage. The people don't want garbage anymore, so stop selling me garbage. That's it. That's all. That's it. I don't want food that's going to kill me anymore. I don't want the culture of thinking that something that goes into my body is just going to have to be lived or died with. No, I don't have to die with that. The Lord made the best fruit in the world. Tasty, sweet fruits. That's another thing. So as I eat my oatmeal and all that, my whole life I grew up eating oatmeal. My mom ate oatmeal. I hated it as a child, but now that I've grown up, I imagine I've turned into some version of her. But it's one of the things where it's like, with her, we used to put sugar in the oatmeal. And then she got to a point where she wanted to put honey in the oatmeal to replace the sugar. I don't like to taste honey at all, but I definitely agree with replacing sugar. So my thing is, man, I don't need none of that. And she eventually showed me this herself after she went into the honey phase. She went into doing what it is I do now, which is putting apples and bananas into it, and that'll sweeten it up just fine. If you put enough Gala apples and enough bananas in your oatmeal, you don't need a single drop of sugar or honey at all. All the sugar's in the fruits, and your body's gonna digest it better depending on how well the fruit is. I can tell you, fruit is hit or miss. That's another thing, as we know, and so are nuts. So I put almonds in there as well. So a lot of times you might have some digestive issues if you eat raw almonds. Raw almonds can kick your butt. If anybody knows, it's me. But you know what I'm saying? It's one of those situations where it's like I never need any processed sugar, man. I never need the grainy sugar. I don't even have any in my house right now. will never go in anything I eat, and everything I have is sweet. Because I put apples in it, because I put bananas and stuff. See what I'm saying? And the only sugar that I'll use is like the salad dressing on my salad. That's it. I don't need no sugar at all. So it's like, if they would make this cool, you know what I'm saying? If they would put beautiful yellow and red colors on it and put a clown over there and say, hey, let's eat healthy all life long for like 70 years, we would be thinking this way. We would be healthier for it. They'd still be just as rich because they'd be selling the stuff that's healthy, and we would be living and flourishing and being all right. But that's not the world we in for some reason, and I think it has to do with population control. They want us to kill us and take our money, feed us garbage, and send us to an early grave. I just don't think that's the better way to go. I don't think that's the better way to go. I don't think that's what's best for us. I think that's I think that's low frequency. I think you had some wicked people at the top who started that process, and a lot of people taking that relay and carrying it on, not really questioning why it's there or if it's anything that they should keep. Just that it's there, and we're making money. So, hey, the ancestors did it, why not? When the ancestors were sitting up somewhere praying to the devil, wanting half the world to not exist, and that was what they were moving things to do. So it's like these cultures, we need to rethink about some of the stuff that we're doing. Just because it works don't mean it works for us. Just because it's been working for a long time doesn't mean it should have ever started in the first place. In the culture of sending us to our doom as a means of making us happy and us being confused by that truth, or whether or not I need something that's no good for me, that's bullcrap. We need to wake up and create a culture where that's not luring. Like, that's not even something you should want. The object of the game is to survive. Build. Is it not? Is it to build your family, get healthy, stay healthy, not suffer, right? At the very least, not suffer. If the foods we're going to eat are going to force us into being unhealthy and suffering early graves, why do I want that? Why do I want that? This is why I bring the concept to this channel, to be of better wants. I check my wants. Some stuff I want ain't no good for me, man. Now I want this, I want that, I want this, and I don't know what comes with it. And when I get what comes with it, suddenly I don't want that anymore. Too late, got it. Nah, we need to be smarter. We need to start questioning whether or not the wants are any good so we can stay out of them damn traps. Should we not? And so with this conversation, it's the food. Simply the food. And how we allow people to coerce us into thinking that we need something that's no good for us. I need something that's going to make me suffer and kill me. No, I don't. And the culture that put that in my head is against me. BDF 44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.